You know, we're always told to add new habits to our lives to be happier, right? But what if the real key isn't about adding something new, but subtracting a few old mistakes? We're about to dive into 8 simple things you can stop doing that could totally change your sense of peace and inner strength.
I mean, really think about that. What if just avoiding a handful of things could change, well, everything? And look, these aren't just some nice feel-good ideas. A lot of what we're going to talk about is actually backed by science. These are principles that can literally reshape how you see the world, starting from the inside out.
So let's just get right into it. 8 things. 8 things you should never do, think, or say if you want to build a stronger, more peaceful version of yourself.
Okay, so for the first half of this, we're talking about defense. Think of it like building a fortress for your mind. These first 4 principles are all about guarding your inner peace, your character, and your clarity. Because honestly, this is the foundation for everything else.
All right, principle number 1. This one is huge. Never, ever give up your integrity. It's so tempting to trade your values for some quick, temporary win, right? But this is all about playing the long game with your self-respect. And trust me, the science on this is crystal clear.
Because here's the thing, there's a real psychological price you pay for cutting corners. Research shows it over and over again. Sure, those short-term gains feel good for a minute, but acting with integrity, that leads to higher self-esteem, lower stress, a real sense of peace. So the choice is, what are you trading? Lasting peace of mind for a reward that's gone in a flash?
Yeah, let that sink in for a second. At the end of the day, your character is the only thing you truly own. So protecting it, that's probably the best investment you'll ever make in your own happiness, period.
Okay, on to principle number 2, and this is all about mental hygiene. You cannot let negative thoughts live rent-free in your head. I'm talking about jealousy, anger, resentment, all that stuff. They're like mental toxins, and they don't just stay in your head. They have a very real physical effect on your body.
And this isn't just some motivational speaker talk. It's straight up neuroscience. See, when you're constantly stuck in negative thought loops, you're lighting up your brain's fear center, the amygdala. What happens then? It floods your entire system with stress hormones. That's what leads to that feeling of anxiety, and it makes it almost impossible to think clearly.
So what do you do about it? How do you fight back? Well, it's actually a pretty simple 3-step process. First, you just notice, observe your thoughts without judging them. Step 2, you make a conscious choice to let go of the toxic ones. Just release them. And finally, step 3, you actively refocus your mind on something positive. That's it. That's how you take back the controls.
Principle number 3. This one's about something we do every single day. Talking. Your words have incredible power, and the rule here is pretty simple actually. If what you're about to say isn't going to uplift someone or build something positive, maybe it's better to just not say it. And again, the impact is so real. Social psychology has shown that when you speak harmfully, it doesn't just wreck relationships, it actually increases the stress hormone cortisol, not just in the person you're talking to, but in you too. It's wild. Your words are either planting seeds of growth or they're causing decay. There's really no in between.
Okay, number 4 is about your mental diet. What are you feeding your brain every day? The rule is never consume media that's designed to make you afraid, angry, or outraged. Because the research on this is kind of scary. A constant diet of that stuff literally rewires your brain for anxiety. It makes you less empathetic. You have to be the curator of your own feed. Choose content that inspires and informs you, not stuff that's designed to set you on fire.
All right, time to shift gears. We've been talking about defense, about guarding your mind. Now let's play some offense. This next set of principles is all about proactive growth, about building strength, building resilience, and unlocking that potential that, let's be real, is already inside you.
So, principle number 5, never ever avoid challenges. I know, the comfort zone feels so, well, comfortable. But staying there actually shrinks your world. It shrinks your capabilities. Every time you step into the unknown and tackle something hard, your brain is literally building new connections. That's how you get stronger. That's how you build resilience.
Okay, number 6, and this is a tough one for a lot of us, myself included. Never lose your patience. When we let impatience take the wheel, we rush, we make sloppy mistakes, we burn out.
But if you look at any real lasting success, it's almost always built on a foundation of calm, steady, patient work. Seriously, this quote says it all. And here's the cool part. Mindfulness research shows that practicing patience literally strengthens the parts of your brain that handle decision-making and emotional control. So, calm persistence isn't just sitting around and waiting. It's not passive. It's an active superpower.
And that leads us right into number 7. Never stop learning. Ever. The second you think you know it all is the second you stop growing. It's like use it or lose it for your brain. Cognitive science is totally clear on this. Lifelong learning keeps your mind flexible. It helps fight off cognitive decline as you get older. And it just gives a massive boost to your overall sense of well-being.
And here we are, the final principle. And honestly, this might be the most powerful one of all. You must never underestimate yourself. The story you tell yourself about who you are and what you're capable of, that story ends up becoming your reality.
You know, there's actually a scientific name for this. It's called self-efficacy. And it's not just some fluffy, wishful thinking. We're talking about countless behavioral studies that prove it. Your belief in your own abilities has a direct, measurable impact on how well you perform, how resilient you are, and yeah, how happy you are.
Phew. Okay, so we've covered a ton of ground. Let's pull it all together now. Think of these 8 principles as your personal blueprint for change, something practical you can start using literally right now.
So here they are, all in one place. Protect your integrity. Banish negativity. Speak with care. Avoid toxic media. Embrace challenges. Stay patient. Keep learning. And believe in yourself. That's it. That's your toolkit for building a genuinely transformed life.
And please, remember this. This whole thing isn't about trying to become some totally different person. No way. It's about removing the junk, the barriers that are holding back the incredible, powerful, and peaceful person that you already are.
So, where do you even begin? It really boils down to just 3 things. Your thoughts, practice mindfulness. Your actions, embrace persistence. And your words, choose courage and kindness. That's the whole game plan. It's simple, but man, is it profound. So I'm going to leave you with one final question. You don't have to do all 8 of these tomorrow. That's not the point. Just look at the list and ask yourself one simple thing. Which one of these, which single rule will I start with today? Because the power to change everything, it starts with that one choice.